Kevin Painter, many congratulations. An absolute demolition job of Phil Taylor here at the World Seniors. Must be over the moon with that.
Yeah, look, you say demolition job, look, it was 3-0, but it wasn't a classic game. You know, I think everyone expected it to be nuts. You know, everyone, 140s and 1. It wasn't a classic game, but listen, I ain't beat Phil many times, and it's nice to just win the game. Yeah.
I'll say, regardless of where it is or when it is, those victories are always sweet, aren't they?
Of course. Look, listen, we're back here at the iconic Circus Tavern. Me and Phil have had many battles here over the years, and obviously it's just nice to win the game. Listen, we know neither of us are as good as we used to be. Of course we're not, but it's nice to win the game.
Even still, was there nerves this morning? Because obviously you two served up an absolute classic all those years ago here. Arriving today, was there some nerves?
No, it's not nerves. Your adrenaline starts pumping, of course you do, but it's only when you walk on the stage. I mean, you're out the back there practicing and everything like that. You're all laid back, we're all chatting and things like that. When you walk on the stage, you know, that's when the adrenaline, starts pumping and you're ready for the game.
In the game, it was a case of you did the right things when it really mattered in the big moments in the game.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments there. The 80 finish on the ball, that was a terrible 5 I banged the 25 and then hit the ball right dead centre. It was like, I'll tell you what, if it's not going to be your night tonight, it was a great shot. A couple of other shots when Phil was on a double wad, missed the double, I poked out. But as I say, very happy to get over the line.
You know, you're an Essex lad, but what was it like to have your name rattling around that venue from start to finish?
Yes, fantastic. Listen, every time we played here in the past with the PDC and a lot of support down here, all my mates live around here. I'm an Essex boy, I was born down the road. It's fantastic support, and I love it. It's great. When the guys, Jason Time, Jason Francis, when they announced that this is the venue, listen, I couldn't be more pleased about that. You know what I mean?
Look at the semi-final, you versus Robert Thornton. Arguably the two best players we've seen in the tournament so far, so it should be a classic.
Yeah, well, it'll be a good game. It's over 7 sets tomorrow, so you can relax slightly bit more, but it'll be cutthroat again. And well, obviously Robert will fancy his chances, and I'll fancy mine.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you.
Kevin, even though that wasn't Phil at his best there, to beat him by that scoreline, how much satisfaction was that give you?
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I'd like to have beaten Phil 3-0 when he was at his peak, but listen, you still play who you're playing, and that. And obviously, I was playing okay, wasn't I? I was hitting 140s and a few good scores and a few good finishes at the right time, and obviously Phil will be disappointed that Phil will say he could play better, but listen, as I say, I just got to play my game and try and win the game,
How important was it to close it out in that third set, because Phil was starting to mount a fight back?
Yes, yeah, listen, when I was playing in the first round earlier, I let a 2-set lead go, and then Phil started to come back and started hitting a few treble 20s, and I thought, don't really want to lose this set because it was my throw. So I needed to get that set out the way, because then things start getting tricky, and we don't want that.
Even though Phil was pretty below par in his first game, you were expecting more from him tonight?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know. Didn't know what to expect from Phil. Phil packed up 4 or 5 years ago now. I know he's been doing some exhibition stuff and that, but you're not going to play your best darts when you don't. I packed up. Last time I played on stage was 4 years ago at the World Championships at Ali Pali. You're not going to go up there and start playing as though you're on the Pro Tour and everything. We're not going to do that. It's not what you get. But we can all still play decent darts. I didn't expect Phil to go up there and have 100 average. Of course I didn't. But listen, I'm grateful for just winning and playing good enough to win the game.
2 wins away now from becoming the first World Seniors champion. What would it mean if you were to lift that trophy tomorrow?
It was fantastic. Listen, I've said earlier, Jason Tame and Jason Francis, Modus and World Seniors, they've done a fantastic job to get this tournament on, and everybody, all the sponsors and everything. It's great. The crowds, look at the crowds down there. It's absolutely nuts. It's fantastic. Everyone wants to see this sort of thing. And it'll be fantastic to win it. Of course it would. There's 4 of us left, or there will be after tonight. and we've all got a good chance of picking up the trophy, you know.
Cheers, Kev. Well, listen.
Thank you very much.
Kev, when playing on that stage, is it as much of a mental challenge playing Philip there as it is physically throwing the darts?
Yeah, I think tonight it was another thing like, obviously people were saying, oh, you'll beat Phil. You know, Phil's the favourite to win the tournament. Oh, you'll beat Phil if you carry on playing like you did. Listen, I was never going to win 9-0. I played Wayne Warren last night. Wayne's a class player. Didn't happen for him. So everything went my way last night. It was never going to go your own way. You don't do things like that against class players. Wayne had an off night last night. I played Phil tonight. I thought if I play anything like I did last night, I've got a good chance of winning. But you've still got to go out there and do it, you know.
100%, and obviously the format goes up to best of 7 tomorrow in both the semis and the final. Probably the longest format of darts you've played for a while, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, as I say, last time I played any set format other than tonight would have been, you know, the World Championship, my last game at Ali Pali. So, you know, listen, all I've been doing over the last 3 or 4 years is playing exhibitions. So, listen, Robert's been on the tour until last year, so he's more used to this. Robert would be favourite to beat me, but we'll have to see. He's got to beat me. We'll see what he does.
Okay, perfect. Cheers for your time,
Thank you.
Kev.
Thank you.